How's it going, gremlins? Making more progress. Say, it's late. I need to go and clean up. I do have the engine in. I did do a first start and recorded on my cell phone just because the camera was out of the way and I didn't have a lot of time to set it up. So I did do that. So it'll be a quick cell phone clip. Unfortunately, the alternator belt is screaming like a banshee. So I'll throw that in here. And then we'll go over kind of the stuff I've done so far. So far, obviously, engine's in. Everything works. Pop-ups go up and down. This headlight here does not work on the driver's side. Luckily, I do have a headlight out of the other car, and they are identical. I'm not sure if they're factory or if they just happen to buy the same headlight. Either way, it works out for me. I am working on trying to clean up some of the engine bay to get the overflow tank in. Probably going to try and prime it and paint it black in that area. I'm contemplating painting the tank orange just to kind of go with the valve cover, give that kind of black and orange feel that I'm going for. Eventually I would like the entire engine bay to be black, but I will kind of cross that bridge as I get there. I'm sure that'll be a ongoing process as I go through this. Probably have to tape off the motor, trash bag it or something to paint it. Along the back here, I was having issues with smelling gas once I put gas in it. The top hat was not bolted down at all, so that's where the gas smell come from. So I got some bolts, bolted it down. The cover on it was completely mangled, so I stole the cover off of this one again to put over here. Got it painted with some rust converter, I guess you'd call it, so that way it doesn't rust, or it cleans up the rust that's on it and helps prevent rust further on. Got that put back together. I am in the process of taking the doors off of this one to put on this one. Obviously no mirrors on this one, if you can see, so we're going to try to take the doors out of this one, put it on this one. It does have the hookups for power windows, so I believe I should be able to have the power windows on this, and that way I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone. Get power windows back, which I prefer. Crank windows are nice, but flying solo, it's kind of a pain in the butt to roll the windows up and down. I mean, with the top down, probably not going to have too much problems with that, but just kind of something for the future. And then along the back, which it's kind of hard to see, let me see if I can't find a light. There we go. Here's a flashlight. Not a very good one, but it works. Probably should have shot this before it was dark. Have kind of went through and started cleaning up the trunk the best I can. I've been priming it and then spraying it and then priming it, or yeah, kind of doing sections as I go, as I clean it and move things around. Where the battery was, it was rusted real bad, so I got some more of that rust converter on it, which just, it's black, similar, I guess, flat black style paint, so I'll paint over it, but you gotta wait 24 hours, and then eventually I'll get all of the back where it's all red. I got most of it here. I still need to get kind of up in there around the taillights, but most of that will be tucked away so you won't see it, so I might not worry about that too much. But anything that's out in the open I've tried to get. I do need to do some touch-ups on the paint. I don't know, yeah, you can see it's a little rough. It didn't take the best, but the can was almost empty, so just trying to make some little bits of progress on it. The battery that was in this car is trash, so I got a second battery and I got a battery tray. So once all of this is taken care of and cleaned up, I will transfer that battery into the tray, but I need to wait 24 hours for that stuff to do its job, and then I can paint it, wait another 24 hours, get the battery tray in. So hopefully by this weekend the trunk will be done. I'm hoping I may end up taking the battery out entirely just so I can finish it instead of bouncing around, and then that way by, yeah, hopefully end of day Friday or Saturday morning, that'll be all completely done and peeled, or not peeled, completely done and dry. When all the paint that was in there was peeling off, and all the rust that was flaking off is covered up, converted, and nice and clean, and should look a lot cleaner, nicer, and neater. My kid did take to peeling off all the stickers, or I believe most of them, but there's still one on that side, because he thought they were tacky, and I mean, I don't disagree, didn't really like them. And on this side here, I did get the fender off to try and get the door cleaned up, and I went through the same thing on this. I put down that rust converter stuff from Rust-Oleum, which is just that matte black. Probably won't top coat this, being it'll be under the fender well, so it shouldn't get too much rain and water. I may end up doing it anyway, just for that extra layer of protection. Same thing, gotta wait 24 hours, so hopefully by, I don't know, at the end of the day tomorrow, I can come through with this, spray this, and then get these doors off and the new ones on. So that's kind of where we're at. Slow but steady, what I can. I do have someone coming to pick up the 2 of the transmissions, and they were also wanting the brake pedal and the clutch cylinders and all that, because they're trying to manually swap their car. So gonna recoup a little bit of money on that. Might not pay for the car itself, but it'll get me pretty close. So not a complete loss. Come close to break even on it. Plus, I mean, the parts and stuff I've stole from this one. So, I mean, kind of a wash at this point. By the time I scrap it out, which it's getting pretty full, if anything that's metal that I don't think I need and or want, it goes in here. And eventually, it'll go to a scrap yard. And whatever they give me for scrap metal costs is what I get. So hopefully with that, I'll get my $600 back out of it, and like I said, be a wash on that one. But this one's in a lot better shape. The front end's not nearly as mangled. Probably take the bumper bar off. Looks like this one been bumped right there, kind of caved in a little bit. But you can see on this quarter panel, it's much cleaner, much nicer. The only thing I really see on this is, like I said, that bumper bar where it's been bumped, and then this piece here, it's just kind of rotted and rusted off. So I believe that's just a tab for the bumper, so that might be something I can fabricate or get a piece of steel and just a couple washers maybe and bolt together. I'll get to that point when I get the bumper back on, but yeah, I'm probably going to take this piece off here, the bumper bar, whatever you want to call it, the front bumper, and swap it with the one from this one, just because of the fact that that one is in better shape. It does have both tow hooks on it still, and I don't know how it's in better shape when this looks like this, so maybe that was something that they replaced at some point in time. But other than that, I think that's where we're at. Making progress, and we'll try to keep you guys updated. Once I get a little farther along and the engine bay and the cooling system I'll put in, I will put a video of it running, probably driving. I still got a lot of work left to do. One of the e-brake cables is completely broken, or I shouldn't say completely broken. It's pretty frayed. It's on its way out. And the rear brakes, they didn't have calipers, nothing on them, so I will have to bleed them more than likely to make sure that I've got brakes. So I'll have to go through, bleed the brake system. It was a new clutch cylinder, they said, so kind of another good reason to bleed the brakes. And other than that, it's just tidying things up. I believe the plan is to still paint the car orange, go with that orange and black. I think that'll look good. If you guys have any suggestions for an orange color, say I want something that's a little brighter. I mean, the valve cover color I kind of like, but for something for the exterior, outside, I would like something that's got maybe a little sparkle to it, maybe not like a full-blown metal flake, but something with some pearl or something, candy, something along those lines. That's got a little sheen to it, a little sparkle. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I'll keep you guys updated.